Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy. You know, episode 1 was funny. Episode 2 is absolutely freaking hilarious, man. I cannot get enough of just how hilarious and how funny this show is. I just can't get enough of it. It's absolutely hilarious, bro. I can't get over it. It's funny, it's entertaining, and it's just straight up just a fun romance show. I think I'm also going to cover another romance show on the channel. There's a few of them that I actually have watched that I actually do like, but I'll definitely have to watch and catch up and things like that. But anyways, um, so we get an introduction of a new character from the demon realm, I guess you could say, and that is Kanan's maid, Ami, who I think we find out she's a succubus. So yes, right. So we start the episode off with Kanan basically waking up, and it's like, okay, I wonder, does she like actually like live before she goes over the human world? Does she live in the demon realm, right? And she actually doesn't. She actually has this human family, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, now maybe it's humans, who disguised as, demons or something like that, right? No, they're actual humans. And we find out, like, she actually hypnotizes these people and keeps them hypnotized. And they make it seem like, oh, as if, as if they've always been family. And it's funny because before she leaves, and also, too, it's funny because she's also narrating this part. Before she leaves, they start the spell or the hypnosis starts to wear off, and I'm like, wait, we have a daughter? And then the little boy is like, wait, I have a sister? And then she's like, whoa, and then she hypnotizes them again, and they look like absolute morons. I'm like, and then we find out, like, oh, she has to hypnotize them every single day, because it only lasts for a day, which is absolutely insane. So she's literally breaking into somebody's house, completely, just straight up, hypnotizing these people to think that, oh, I'm your daughter, right? And that I wonder at some point if there's going to be an episode down the road where eventually she forgets to hypnotize them. They obviously see that's like, who the hell are you? Like, wait, are you the person parading around making sure like you're our daughter? I wonder if we're gonna get an episode like that, because that would be absolutely hilarious, right? And I can perfectly see it to where that episode ends off where it's like, well, actually, you've been hypnotized. We're actually fine with it. It seems like you're a good girl and everything. So you know what? You can stay with us. So we'll take you in as our daughter. So I can perfectly see it. At some point we're gonna get an episode down the road where she forgets to hypnotize them. They're right there, but they probably won't care anymore because they've been living with her. And it seems like they have some semblance of what they actually are doing, even though they are hypnotized and even though whatever. So I could perfectly see it at some point. She's gonna forget to hypnotize them on a daily basis. We're gonna have an episode focused around that, or maybe one half of the episode focused around that. And by the end of the episode, they're gonna be like, you know what? You haven't done anything to us. You seem great. All right, that's fine. We'll take you in. You can stay here, right? And things like that, right? So I perfectly could see that. But I still find it funny that this girl has to hypnotize these people. She literally walked in, hypnotized these people, and no, more than likely, they probably made her this room for her, which is crazy. But again, we're on the whole path of she's gonna start to view humans differently, mostly thanks obviously to Koenji. Thanks to Koenji. But maybe at some point she stopped hypnosis and is like, no, I gotta give this family a chance, and maybe they'll accept me, right? And I think that's what that will also happen too. But we'll definitely see where that's gonna go. But I thought that was funny. But it then pops into Koenji just showing up unannounced. She's like, what the hell are you doing here? And he's like, well, you're my girlfriend. I was thinking we should just walk to school together. And she's like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing this shit. So she just runs, right? Just runs, because she ain't trying to get spotted by anybody and have people have the wrong opinion. So it's funny how she views humans at such a level that are like so low to her, but she's very socially aware of her surroundings about what other people may think about her walking with another guy, right? So we also do find out she doesn't have the best of stamina either. I don't know if it's because she's got the big, boobs or something like that. I don't know, but she's just not physically fit. So it's funny because dude just shows up, right? And is just like, oh, well, and things like that. So she reluctantly walks with him until she sees the new character Ami show up her maid, right? Because Ami is looking for obviously Kanan. So she runs, she takes Ami and basically Kanan's like, what the hell are you doing here? And obviously, you know, Ami's like, oh well, I'm here on the orders of the king and to make sure that you're doing all good and stuff like that. So that's what I just wanted to check out. And obviously, Kanan's like, you're not supposed to be here. This is my territory, right? And the thing is, too, she can also see souls. So it's like, she's like, this place got a lot of good souls over here. So then Koenji comes up and she sees his soul. And she's like, whoa, that's a big one. And basically, Kanan's like, oh crap. If she sees him, she's gonna want to take him for himself. And we find out some more backstory about Ami. Apparently, she likes taking people's things or boyfriends or just, I guess, their own people from them. Their relation, the person they're in a relationship with just steals them from them, like there's some hoarder, right? But then again, like she's a succubus. That's what she does. She absorbs people's energy and things like that, right? So she clamps down on Koenji and everything, and she's like, can I have him? Come on, please have me, right? And obviously Kanan's like, no, you can't have him. And obviously Ami's like, well, why can't I have him? And she's just like, that's my boyfriend. Well, I think it's Koenji that says it, or because Koenji, he basically is like, well, as much as you're lovely, I can't because I'm loyal to Kanan. She's my girlfriend. And obviously Ami's like, girlfriend, boyfriend, what is going on here? And she starts to kind of get on Kanan's street. She's like, I thought you don't like humans. Now you're dating one? What? Oh man, the king is definitely gonna love to hear that. And obviously Kanan's like, no, don't tell my dad. But basically, Ami's trying to get more of a feel, and it's done very intentionally and very funny because she tries to pick apart Kanan so badly, right? And she starts saying like, so what have you guys done if you've been dating? Have you done, have you gone all the way? What have you done? And basically Kanan gets all flustered and she's like, well, we held hands and I ate treats with him. And she's just like, huh? You're just doing the bare basics? You haven't got it on? You haven't done sex? No? Nothing? Oh, you're certainly hopeless. So, but again, you have this whole thing where Ami is breaking down Kanan little by little. And dude, it's already episode 2, bro. This girl is head over heels for Koenji, right? With all the things that he does. And she can clearly tell, like, oh no, Mistress Kanan, she is in love. She's head over heels for this guy. So there's that, right? You think of this funny scene where Kanan's walking out, and she's a bunch of people just laid out, like the life just drained out of them, right? And she's like, what the? And she's just like, oh my goodness. This lady walks in, and all of a sudden, as before, as it looked like she's about to get it on with the actual teacher, Kanan's teacher. Kanan's teacher's like, no, I didn't mean anything by that. We're gonna think I'm a skank. And she runs out, bro. Bro, look, for as long as Ami's here, if the ongoing gag if there's more like deep devil characters that are gonna be coming, if the ongoing gag is this teacher having some sort of secret relationship that damn near basically almost turns sexual, and Kanan walks in, it's gonna be priceless TV. So they introduce a new character that Kanan knows, and next thing you know, Kanan's walking through the halls, and she opens his door, and next thing you know, you see the said new character and Kanan's teacher trying to get it on, and then the teacher's embarrassed to find out, oh my god, my students see me. I'm telling you, man, that has the potential to be some of the greatest gags in ongoing anime right there. I found that to be absolutely hilarious. I cracked out loud laughing. I'm like, there's no fucking way the teacher is doing this shit, bro. So, which also confirms, because I would envision all these girls that are gonna be coming from the demon realm are all gonna be chicks. It also confirms that it seems like the teacher must be into girl on girl. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, indeed. I'm okay with that, actually. So, there's that, right? Now, Kanan's obviously pissed. Like, why are you stealing? These people are mine. Like, these people are mine. This is my territory. You're not supposed to be here. And it breaks out into this funny thing because she's like, these people are not even hot looking. They look ugly. And she starts bringing them one by one. And then she's like, oh, well, Yami's just like, oh, well, he was appealing. Oh, this. He did this nice thing for me. And then that's when Kanan basically is really like, oh, yeah, that's right. She basically is a simp for people who do nice things, right? So, there's that and everything. But then mostly the end of the episode kind of ends off in a way where Koenji just shows his loyalty. We get a whole montage of them doing like, student council stuff. And these girls in these situations are like in trouble. Like, this one girl falls from the stairs. Koenji catches her. Starts simping instantly. This other girl needs help. Koenji helps her. Immediate simp. And I'm like, what the frick? And then there's this girl, right? He takes out this hair clip because he thought it looked like trash. And she's like, oh no, this is not trash. This is my hair clip. But it's nice that you recognized it and everything. And hey, maybe you can, slide into the DMs and things like that. And I'm like, bro, what? I don't know what this man's got, bro. This man got some sort of untold riz. Untold riz. This is obviously pissing off Kanan because all these girls are simping for him. Because this man's picking up girls like crazy, right? Like girls like crazy. Girls are simping for this dude. And all in all, Koenji's like, no, I'm only loyal to you. I'm only loyal to you. All these other girls don't mean nothing to me. I'm only loyal to you. And that makes her feel really good to the point she has to run off and she gets all flustered and everything because it's like, okay, this dude is 100% loyal to me, which is crazy. Crazy. Like, for a guy to just pick up 5 girls and like, because I think it was like 4 or 5 girls in that instant, and they're all falling for this man. Jeez, bro. Jeez, man's already got a fucking harem before it even started. So, regardless, it was another great episode of Mistress Kanan. I can't wait to see more of this show. This show is absolutely hilarious. It's even more funny with the fact that Kanan's voice actress is Kaguya's voice actress. And I know we've seen Kaguya, especially in the Japanese version. Which I do kind of hope this show does get an English dub. I don't know if this is one of the few Crunchyroll shows that got an English dub approval. Because typically by then we would already know all the shows that are getting English dubs for this show. Or for the new shows, right? But regardless, if you watch the Japanese or the sub version of Kaguya-sama, you do get those funny comedic moments with Kaguya where she has that high-pitched voice all the time. But now it also feels like it's more here in this show because it's like you have to where Kanan's a lot more expressive. Not saying that Kaguya in that show isn't expressive, but you just have it to where Kanan is just flustered like 24/7 anytime she's around Koenji. So she does that high pitched like squeaky voice, which is just adorable, right? So again, it's funny. It's funny. They did a great job in getting the Kaguya actress, Japanese actress who did Kaguya to play Kanan because, listen, all I gotta say is this. If you have any role that has it's a romance genre with a flustered character or flustered girl character, you gotta cast the voice actress that played Kaguya, bro. Because she does the high pitch, flustered voices insanely good. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you check out this video. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, peace.